Okay.
Hello, good evening, and welcome. My name's Janice. For you who don't know me, and I am the owner and creator of the Glamour Club. Now, we were set up to eradicate loneliness and loneliness caused by social isolation. We are disability confident. We are dementia friends. We're eco-friendly, and we are an event on a Saturday afternoon. It's like a great night out in the day. We're vintage and we're themed. You come at noon, you leave at 3, you get an afternoon tea served to you by table hosts, and free times 30 minutes, live entertainment, all our favourite numbers from the flying 40s to the swinging 70s. And you can eat as much as you want, which is my favourite, and you can drink as much hot drinks as you want, which is also my favourite. I like a nice cup of tea. But we are pioneers and we're activists and catalysts for positive social change. So today is the start of Dementia Awareness Week. So today I'm joined by the wonderful Bob Smitherman. Bob, can you tell us a little bit more about the hat that you're wearing today?
I will. Obviously, I am. The people will know me as the Worthing Town Crier. I've now got my very own mug and coasters available from the nearest store near you. There we are. So, but I am actually Bob Smitherman, and I am actually the chairman of Dementia Friendly Worthing. The history of Dementia Friendly Worthing is a social enterprise organisation with a constitution that started with the 3 charities that were my mayor's charities when I was the mayor in 2013, which was Guild Care, the Alzheimer's Society, and Worthing Mind, as it was then. Well, since then, those charities have evolved into a much bigger group, and we've now got a constitution. We've got a pay coordinator, Lindsay, who's amazing, and we've now teamed up with Abbeyfield in Ferring, and we've just got a 3-year lottery project to create a dementia hub for Worthing. We've got a premises which we've got the keys for. We're just waiting to sign on the dotted line because we're really excited about having a dementia hub for Worthing. But as you were saying, dementia is a disease of the brain. It's terminal. At the moment, there is no cure. And part of being a dementia-friendly community in Worthing is to help and support people to live well with dementia. Once somebody gets a diagnosis with dementia, and there are many, many types of dementia, hundreds of types of dementia, the common one being Alzheimer's, but there are lots of different types of dementia, some very much involve young people. It's often considered to be something that happens to old people. Not necessarily. Many dementias affect younger people. So what we do is support people to live well with dementia. And we want to create as many dementia friends as we possibly can. One of the things that we've done at the start of Dementia Action Week, which is today, is we teamed up with all our steering group colleagues, including young people from Zion School who are on our steering group, and they put together for all the other schools in the area a recorded assembly, which is includes myself, Lindsay, Tim Wilkins from the Alzheimer's Society, and the young people themselves, and Linda, who's one of our carers for her husband before he sadly passed away. And actually, that's going to hopefully be shown at a convenient time for head teachers across Worthing as an assembly. And it goes into exactly what dementia is, a disease of the brain, how it impacts on people, both the person themselves and the people caring for somebody. Because if you're caring for somebody who's got dementia, that disease of the brain, where they perhaps don't know the person, that they're caring for. They might have been married for 50, 60 years, but actually they still don't know them. There's a very moving story on Casualty this weekend ahead of Dementia Action Week. I don't know if you got to see it, but very moving story about a lady who suffered from dementia. Her husband had really struggled to care for her, because he didn't see himself as caring. He saw her as his wife. Unfortunately, the dementia had changed her, and he basically really struggled to be able to cope with her. So it's really important that actually we all become dementia friends, so we can be that bit understanding, whether it be in a shop, if someone's struggling with a change in their pocket, or perhaps, they're not quite sure what they went in the shop for. And we've all done that. You produce a shopping list and you think, what do I go in there for? Well, actually, if you've got dementia, actually, that happens more and more. Perhaps if you're getting onto a bus, you might be struggling to find your bus pass or your change. Quite often, because of dementia, you lose your short-term memory, but you retain your long-term memory. Quite often you might do things like put on the wrong clothes in the morning. You might put on your underpants over your trousers. You might put on your vest over your shirt and things like that. So actually, people with dementia need an awful lot of support. And that's why tomorrow, Tuesday the 18th at 2:00, we've got our public open meeting. It's going to be on Zoom, so do contact us, dementiafriendlyworthing.org.uk, to join us. But we're delighted to be joined by Dementia UK, the charity that supports Admiral nurses. Wow. Admiral nurses are trained nurses, a bit like Manila nurses if you've got cancer, but if you've got a dementia diagnosis, Admiral nurses are there for you for the whole of that journey, having that professional clinician to support people through their dementia journey. So we're delighted to be joined by Admiral nurses. Wednesday, we've got a virtual singer-song and what we call Sing-a-Song of Smile with Rick Gray. We've been doing those all through lockdown. He leaves the singing on Zoom, and people join in, and they can sing along to him. And then I'm delighted on Wednesday, because of the releasing of lockdown, we've got our first in-person memory cafe for quite a long time. So we're in Guildcare's Methold House from 1:30, which we're really, really excited about, to get together with tea. Obviously, all the COVID rules will be in place. You'll be have your temperature taken and all those sort of things. But it will be proper COVID compliant, and a great opportunity just to have a memory cafe together, a bit like you do at the Glamour Club. Go and have a cup of tea, have a chat, talk to people with a similar lived experience of dementia. And then finally on Friday, we've got our pop-up hub over at 10 till 1 over at Abbeyfield, the day centre in Ferring, who are our partners on the Worthing Dementia Hub. So we've got an amazing week. Do follow us, Dementia Friendly Worthing on Twitter. Dementia Action Week is trending all week on Twitter. Lots of things happening on Twitter and Instagram, our Facebook page. I would encourage people to get involved. Lindsay's always running regular Dementia Friends sessions. We're really grateful that you and your volunteers at the Glamour Club have all become Dementia Friends, which is amazing. It's really simple. It's only hour and a half, something like that, to do a Dementia Friends session. They're doing them online now, although we're hoping to do some Dementia Friends sessions in person very, very soon. But it's really, really important that we all become Dementia Friends and support each other with a condition which is still quite misunderstood, really, Janice.
Yeah, well, the thing is, this is why part of when someone wants to come and volunteer for us at the Glamour Club, they must do the dementia. It's part of our governance now. Every single person that we onboard does the online dementia awareness training, and then afterwards, as part of our uniform, you get sent a little badge, so that you can put it on to your item of clothing. So people who are aware of dementia and the training and have become dementia friends, it's almost like you will know by that badge, you're dementia friendly. So we can recognise each other. I absolutely love that. And if I could just say, we are dementia friends, and not just the training. When you come to the Glamour Club, you will be really well looked after. And one story that I really love is that somebody who had early onset dementia, their daughter, who's probably the same age as me, I'm going to be 55, bought a ticket for both of them. And she said it was absolutely wonderful because her and her mum could dance to the music. There's something that dementia for the brain, there's something in the music that takes people out and back into those places. They get up and dance. One lady who comes, actually, as soon as the music starts playing, she gets up and dances, and I absolutely love that. And there's another story of someone who has dementia. She's actually kind of related to me. And what happened was, I had a hat on with feathers and everything, and she wanted to borrow it, and she would not leave the Glamour Club because she thought that was her hat. And so, even though some of the people had tried to ask her to give the hat back, she's like absolutely adamant that it was her hat. And then the people told me when they got home, she said, "Whose hat's that?" So at the Glamour Club, if you come and somebody has dementia and they want to take certain things, they can take them. We're not precious about things that we own. We're there to make sure that everybody has a really lovely time. So I'm so thrilled, because when I met, I think, Lindsay, was it 3 years ago when you first started this campaign? How many people, Bob, have you done through has Lindsay done through the dementia training? Do you know?
She's up to quite a few thousand now.
Yeah, thousands.
Yeah, so it's
zero.
Yeah, incredible. Yeah, as I say, we started out with my 3 charities. So we finished in June 2014, and we literally started meeting straight away, the 3 charities, and we created what was known in those days as what's called a Dementia Action Alliance, which was facilitated by the Alzheimer's Society. That's now moved on, and it's now Dementia Friendly Worthing. I say we've got the paid coordinator. We've now teamed up with Abbeyfield in Ferring, and actually, we've got a constitution. We've got 3 years funding, and Lindsay's able to properly support people. Because the statutory services aren't always to be able to support people in the way they need supporting. Yeah. Actually, just because you've got dementia doesn't mean you don't want to have a night out in the day like the Glamour Club. Just because you've got dementia doesn't mean you don't want to go to the cinema with your loved one. You still, just because you've got dementia, and physically you can still often do those things because it's a disease of the brain. So physically, your body still can do all the things that you did when you were 20, and your mind still thinks you can do them because of the way dementia works. And the part of the school video we've done is shown it as a bookcase, where all the bookcases, people's lives, all the books at the bottom are kind of people's early memories from when they were at school, and all the books at the top, they're your most recent memories, and they're the ones that fall off.
Yeah, that sounds absolutely wonderful. I'm absolutely in awe of the work that you've done, everybody involved. And I remember when Lindsay came, and she was fairly new to the role, but she was going great guns already. And she did a speech for us at one of our Glamour Clubs, and I just fell in love with Lindsay as soon as I met her, Bob. She's just the person for that job. In fact, I work for Sussex Partnership, the NHS Foundation Trust. And Professor Banerjee, he does a lot of work for Alzheimer's and dementia. And I actually had signed up to go to one of his talks where he was celebrating a lot of the work that he'd completed with Brighton University. Brighton or Sussex University, and I bumped into Lindsay there. So she's like a sticker rock, a little bit like me. We walk the walk and we talk the talk.
Absolutely.
The thing is, Bob, I know that you are really busy this week and you've got to go. So have you got any last little comments that you want to give? And just
all I would say is
to become a dementia friend.
Absolutely. Please just follow us on Twitter, Dementia Friendly Worthing. Follow Dementia Action Week all week. There's all sorts of things going on. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram. Check out the website, dementiafriendlyworthing.org.uk. There's a whole host of information out there. There's all sorts of ways you can get involved. Certainly, if you're a parent or a grandparent of children at school, please just check that your the head teacher has shared their assembly. We put a certain assembly together. It's all recorded so that the head teacher can actually do it at a time that suits them. And it's on a YouTube video. And I would encourage you all to watch the YouTube video. You can find it on our Twitter profile, on my Twitter profile. There's all sorts of information out there. So please get involved. We'd love you to be involved, and so we can expand our dementia-friendly community. But above all, if you see somebody going around with that smile on their face, please go and give them yours.
I'm going to say it as well, Bob, because I love saying it. If you see someone who doesn't have a smile on their face, give them yours. Thanks, Bob. Well, that's put a smile on my face. My mum will buy one of those.
If you want a coaster, they're available in the old Beale store. Go and see Darren. There's all sorts of goodies in there, but there it is.
It's wonderful,
coasters and mugs.
And dementia-friendly colours, of course.
Absolutely.
All right, Bob. Thank you so much for your time. Absolutely lovely.
I've always lovely to see you, Janice.
See you, Bob. Thank you. Wonderful work.